Hello, all right. My name's Cassandra. I'll be teaching the Healthletica wave today. The class focus is going to be on more core strength and more twisting incorporated in class, okay? So we're going to begin seated on the mat when you're ready. You will not need any props. If you do have any knee sensitivity or stuff like that, or any injuries, please be mindful and be aware of your body. For the knees, you could always grab a pillow or a towel, a little more extra support to help pad up the knees if you have any sensitivity there. All right, so I'll meet you on the mat and we're gonna get started sitting down, facing the front of the room. Once you arrive, just allowing the shoulders to drop down the back, closing the eyes, taking a few natural breath cycles here. Releasing any thoughts, any worries of today, any to-do lists or tasks for the future, and any negative thoughts that no longer serve you. On your next inhale, taking a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. 2 more cleansing breaths like that. Inhaling fully. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, let it go. With a few gentle blinks, begin to open the eyes up. From here, on your inhale, reach hands overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift and reach. Take the gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, hands down. 1 more, maybe taking into a slight back bend. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands down. Now from here, we're going to take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the back, creating a second spine. Inhale to lengthen and sitting tall. Exhale, twisting from the waist, gaze over the left shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, float it back through center, and then exhale to the opposite side. Each inhale, you're lengthening out the spine. Exhale, twisting deeper into the waist. With each exhale, you're pulling the belly back to the spine, releasing any stale air within the lungs. Inhale, coming back through center, and then exhale, we're going to get started. Roll over the shins, coming up into your tabletop. Again, here, if you have those sensitive knees, place whatever you need underneath the knees for a little more support so you're comfortable. On your next inhale, we're going to take it into cow pose. Drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the chin, tailbone rolls to the ceiling. On your exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, press the floor away, mid-back presses to the ceiling. Inhale into your cow pose. Exhale back into your cat. So take a few more like this, moving forward and back throughout the spine. If you are craving any other little movements to warm up the torso, you can sway side to side, getting into that side body, or maybe taking it into a full rotation here throughout the mid body. Again, for a few more breaths, you can do whatever the body is craving. You can stay with your cat and cows, or maybe circle out the torso. Really get into those areas that you don't typically focus on. Once you've had enough of that, come back to a neutral spine. From here, you're going to come into thread the needle. Left hand is going to ground. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, thread the right arm through. We're going to come back up. Inhale, lift, open up the heart. Exhale, thread it through. Once more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, thread it through, land on the right shoulder, right ear, right cheek. And from here, we're going to get a deeper stretch into that left arm as well. You're going to walk those left fingertips forward, trying to stack that left shoulder on top of right. For 3, 2, 1. Walk the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Press into that palm. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, lower down. Let's take it to the opposite side. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, thread it through. We're coming back up twice more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale. Try and reach a little further this time on your exhale. Land on the left shoulder, left ear, left cheek. And again, you can either stay here or work that right arm as well. Walk the right fingertips forward, really breathing into the left shoulder and that right armpit. For another 3, 2, and 1. Right hand under the right shoulder, press into the palm. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. From here, walk the hands forward, one handprint, tuck the toes under. Inhale, float the knees, hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, send the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Legs are hip width apart. You can pedal at the feet, sway the hips, whatever movements feel necessary in order for your body to warm up and become more limber. Take the gaze in between the thighs, shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, you're going to come up onto the toes. Keep the legs nice and straight. On your exhale, sink the heels deeper into the mat. Engage the backs of the legs. So inhale onto the toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, sink the heels. Now from here, inhale, lift onto the toes. See if you can keep the legs straight the whole time. If you have to micro bend the knees, no worries, that's fine. But we're going to tiptoe the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, micro bend the knees, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. From here, coming to the top of the mat, toes together, heels are going to be slightly apart. Taking palms into prayer, standing nice and tall. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hinge forward and fold, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, we're coming back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale to reach. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, ground the hands. Step back to your plank position. Hold here. You can drop the knees if you need to. We're going to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way onto the belly, baby cobra. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull the elbows back. Press the heart forward. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Now see if you can lift the hands this time. Inhale, float. Lift the hands an inch. Squeeze the elbows back. Engage those shoulder blades and the muscles in between. Exhale, lower. Very nice. From here, press yourself up to table. Back to a brief child's pose. Tuck the toes under and then inhale up to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you're going to send the right leg off of the mat. 3-legged downward dog. Make sure the hips are square. Ground the left heel a little more. And then just notice where your weight is. See if you're pressing more weight into the left side of the body because that right foot's off the floor. See if you can shift more weight over to the right side just to keep balance throughout the body. Then from here, bend the right knee, stack the right hip on top of left. You're going to come into a little bit of core strength. On your inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, right knee, left elbow. Exhale, shift it back. One more time, each arm. Inhale to right elbow. Exhale, back. Inhale, left elbow. Exhale, back. Now this time, right knee to the nose. Round the upper back for 3. Press the floor away, 2. And 1, step the right foot through. From here, we're going to come to knee down lunge. Drop the back knee. If you need extra support, take those options. From here, you're going to come into a little self-adjustment. So make sure your base is set up first. Right knee over right ankle, left hip over left knee. Then take the hands to the hips. feel your hips square off. So you're pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, and then put one hand on the belly, one hand on the low back. You want to pull the belly up and tuck the tailbone under. So there's a little bit of a C curve going on, so the pelvis is tipping forward slightly. Inhale, arms reach. On your exhale, maintain those square hips and the tailbone tucked under. On your exhale, you're twisting the left hand forward. Inhale, float it back up. Exhale, twist over to the right side. Engage the core. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist once more. Hold here. You can stay or take this into a slight back bend. If you're going mildly, you're going to take the right hand to the low back, left fingers reach up and over, and then open up the sternum. So you want to lead from the center of the chest, opening up the heart and not dumping into the low back. If you are a little more flexible, see if you can walk that hand down the left leg and really open up the chest here. But again, no compression in the spine. Keep the core maintained and lifted for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up, stay twisted. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches. Tuck the left toes under, coming into your twisted lunge. And again, if you want to go more passively, that's fine. You can keep that back knee down. Wherever you are, one more breath. Exhale, lower the right hand, step right foot back to meet the left, either full vinyasa or modify if you need to. Once you arrive in your downward dog, take 2 cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more, inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, left leg floats off the mat. Again, make sure your weight is distributed equally. So press more weight into the left hand, ground the right heel deeper. Shoulders away from the ears. Now stacking left hip on top of right, bend the left knee. From here, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time each way. Come forward to the left elbow. Send it back. Forward to the right elbow, twist, and send it back. Now this time, left knee to the nose. Come forward, round the upper back, step the left foot through, and then ground that back knee. Again, pad it up if you need extra support. Once you're here, we're going to take those micro adjustments again, hands to the hips. Make sure left knee over left ankle, right hip over right knee. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the back. Energy coming up the front of the body, but going down the back of the body. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twist, right hand forward this time. Keep the core engagement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull the belly back to the spine as you twist. 2 more. Now holding here, you can take the same variation you did on the other side, or it might be a little different, no judgment. You might go deeper with the left hand on the low back and right fingers reaching up, mild back bend. If you want to go a little deeper, as long as you're not compressing the lumbar spine, left hand to the right leg, open up the chest. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up, stay twisted. Exhale, right hand down, left hand to the ceiling. You can stay in your low lunge or tuck the right toes under, coming into a twisted high lunge. Stacking shoulder on top of shoulder, really press out of that bottom shoulder. Don't sink into the joint. Use the muscles around to stabilize your joint. Left hand to the floor. Step left foot back to meet the right. Either vinyasa or go straight back. Shoulders in front of the wrists. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Scoop the chest forward. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. 2 cleansing breaths. In through the nose. out through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, come up high onto the toes, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Nice work. From here, toes together, heels apart. Inhale to reach. On your exhale, you're going to lean over to the right side. So shifting a little bit of weight into the left foot, but maintain both sides of the body elongating. So you don't want to crunch into the right side. You want to lengthen out and lean. Inhale through center, and then lean to the left. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Now hold it here. You're going to drop the right hand down. Continue to reach those left fingers so you can crunch the right side of the body this time. For 3, pull the kneecaps up towards the quads. For 2, and 1. Now carefully, slight bend in the knees. You're going to drop that left arm down, circle the torso forward, and then roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, stacking your spine slowly. Once you arrive, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, lean it over to the left. Now from here, you can drop that left hand down, side bend a little bit deeper into the left side, but still pulling the belly back to the spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Carefully soften the knees, drop the right hand, circle the torso down, and then rolling yourself up to standing. Nice work. Inhale, arms reach, a little bit of a twist here. Both hips stay forward. On your exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist, right hand forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, arms lift. On your exhale, bend the knees, sink into your chair pose. So here, the tailbone is tucked under, belly to the spine. Sink a little lower for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and fold forward. From here, step or hop back to your plank. You can either flow or go straight back to your downward facing dog. Once you arrive in your down dog, once more, the right leg is going to lift nice and high. Stack right hip on top of left. From here, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, send it up. Right knee to left elbow. Send it up. Again, right knee, right elbow on the exhale. Inhale, send it up. Right knee, left elbow. Send it up. Inhale, right knee to the nose. Step the right foot through. Make sure your foundation is strong here. So you can bend the back knee if you need to. We're going to come up to a high lunge. Inhale, arms lift. Make sure the right knee is over the right ankle. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Once more, inhale. Exhale, twist and hold. Same variation here. If you're taking the back bend, right hand to the low back, left fingers reach. If you're going deeper, reach that right hand for the back leg. Sink deeper into the right knee. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Stay twisted. Careful with this transition. You're taking the left elbow outside of the right knee. Right hand presses into the left. So you're coming into a twisted lunge with prayer hands. Feel free to stay here. If you do want to take it one step deeper, you're going to shift your weight forward and then step that left foot in slightly, just so you have more weight forward. Maybe you're floating the left foot off of the floor. For 3, 2, 1, left toes down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, left hand down. So coming back into that twisted lunge. This time we're going to take it into a side plank. So rolling to either edge of the foot. You can stay either modified with the foot halfway down the mat, or maybe take the foot stacked on top. Press the hips up higher. Don't dump into the left shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Switch sides. Outer edge of the right foot. If you need to modify, feel free to do so. Bringing that foot in front for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down. Either flow or go straight back to your downward facing dog. Again, once you arrive, let's take a few cleansing breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again. Let it go. Next inhale, you're going to float the left leg off of the mat. Stack left hip on top of right. Coming forward, left knee to left elbow on the exhale. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, twist, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, kick it up. Now bring left knee to the nose, round the upper back for 3, 2, 1. Left foot down, steady base. Round down through the feet, spread the toes wide. Inhale, you're going to lift it up. Arms reach, pull left hip back, right hip forward. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale to lift the fingers. Exhale, twist from the waist. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Last one. Holding here. Now maybe taking that back bend, left hand to the low back, fingers reach up and over. If you're going deeper, drop the back hand, open up the chest, sink deeper into the left knee. Next inhale, come up, stay twisted, careful here. Right elbow comes outside of the left knee, palms into prayer. Coming into your reverse side angle here, hands to heart center. See if you can stack left shoulder on top of right. Maybe take the gaze to the ceiling. For another 3, 2, and 1. Feel free to stay here. If you want to take it one step deeper, shift your weight forward. Step those right toes in. Maybe you're floating off of the mat. For another 3, 2, 1. Drop the right toes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right hand down, left hand stays lifted. Twisted high lunge. Then from here, roll to the outer edge of each foot, side plank, either modified or full variation. Take whatever you're working with. Use your options. Drop left hand down. Now roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale, lift the right arm. Hips up nice and high. Drop the right hand down. Either flow or go straight back to your downward facing dog. And once you arrive, drop the knees. Take a brief child's pose here. Allow the forehead to rest down. Releasing hips and low back. On your next inhale, make your way up into tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Now from here, you're going to walk the hands. Actually, let's walk the feet to the hands. Tiptoe your way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees slightly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Awesome. So from here, we're going to come into a little bit of a balancing sequence. Make sure you don't have anything around you that you're going to hit, because we are going to move a little bit here. So hands to the hips, spread the left toes wide, ground through the foot. Inhale, right leg floats. Exhale, open the right leg to the right side. Now we're coming into tree. Place that right foot wherever you can on the left leg without using the hands. So it may be a little lower than normal. We want to build up that hip strength though. So wherever you are, either taking it to the inner thigh, calf, or toes mounted on the floor. If you need support, you can always hold a wall or whatever is stable around you. Once you have your base set up, hands to heart center. On your inhale, you're going to float the arms up. Exhale, open up your branches. Drop the shoulders down the back. Now, as we did when we were standing before, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to twist the upper body. So inhale, fingers reach, straighten out the arms. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine and just twist the torso to the right leg. Inhale through center. Again, twist torso to the right. Inhale, and if this is too challenging, you could always stay still, not a problem. Twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, everyone hands down through heart center. From here, you're going to release that right ankle, slight bend in the left knee, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, coming into figure four. Now, this may be enough for you, so please stay here. If you do want to go a little deeper, begin to hinge at the hips, fold forward, and bend the hips or sit the hips back as if you're sitting in a chair. So essentially, this is chair pose, just with one leg. Sit the hips back for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back up. You're going to extend the right leg forward. On your exhale, hinged at the hips, you're coming into warrior 3. So torso dips forward, leg to the back. We're going to come back up, slight bend in the left knee. Inhale, come up, kick the right leg forward. And now this time, send the right leg back. You're just going to step it back. So left toes point forward, right toes point to the right side. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hinge forward at that left hip, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Drop the left hand, reach the right fingertips. Try to elongate through both sides of the body while still maintaining your core strength. Gaze up for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, float it back up. Exhale, reverse triangle. Right hand light on the back leg. Left fingertips reach up and over. Try not to splay out through the rib cage here. It's not a back bend. I'm going to keep this bend in the side of the body, not the back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to hips. You're going to step that right foot in slightly, square off the hips. From here, interlace the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders up and then down. Open through the heart. Exhale, hinge it forward and fold. Pyramid pose. Keep pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. If this arm variation doesn't work for you, you can always just take the hands to the hips or maybe even drop them down to the mat. For another 3, 2, and 1. Then just carefully from here, you're going to bend into that left knee. Step the right foot to meet the left. And we're going to come into a passive forward fold here. So just grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang. Torso can sway side to side. Any movements that feel nice here. Releasing your grip. Then slowly rolling yourself up to standing bone by bone. The head is the last to arrive to avoid any head rush. Awesome. One more side left. Hands to the hips when you're ready. This time we're going to ground through the right toes. Inhale, left leg floats. Exhale, open the left leg to the left side. You're going to press that left foot wherever you can. So this side here I can't do the same as the other, so I would place it a little lower. Body may be a little imbalanced, and that's okay. Just notice your limitations. Keep pulling up through the core. Pressing that left knee a little further back if you can. Hands to heart center when you're stable. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open up your branches. Drop the shoulders down the back. Feel free to stay in stillness. If you do want a little more challenge, inhale, reach the arms actively. Exhale, twist torso to the left side. Really feel the low abdomen kick in here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist. Once more. Inhale through center. Lift a little higher. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands down. You're going to release that left leg. Slight bend in the right knee. Then we're going to cross that left ankle over the right thigh. This may be enough. Stay here. If you need help balancing, again, grab anything around you to help you stay upright. And then if you can, maybe sinking a little deeper into the hips, folding forward, coming into your figure 4 pose. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, making your way back up to standing. Exhale, release, kick the leg forward. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior 3. Send the left leg to the back. Dip the torso forward. Nice long line from the crown of the head to the back heel. For another 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale, step the left leg back. Right toes point forward. Left toes point to the left side. Inhale, arms off the body. Exhale, hinge it forward. Drop the right hand down. Then reach the left fingers to the ceiling. Try not to bend through the right side. Really elongate through both sides of the body. Next, inhale, coming up. Exhale, reverse. Left hand on the back leg, right fingers reach up and over. Feel like you're zipping up the core. So pretend there's a zipper in between the abs and you don't want them to splay. You're zipping up the core, pulling it in nice and tight. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Square the hips off. So you're going to step the left foot in slightly. Both hips face to the front of your mat. Again, you can take that arm variation where you're interlacing the fingers and rolling the shoulders away. If that doesn't work, you can just take hands to the hips instead. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hinge forward, fold. Go as far as you can. If you're getting a shoulder stretch here too, see if you can get the hands off of the back. And if that shoulder stretch doesn't work for you, you can always keep the hands on the hips or take the hands down to the floor. Keep drawing the right hip back, left hip forward. Another 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the right knee. Step left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. So from here, we're going to come into one final twist. Toes together, heels apart. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, chair pose. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee, spiraling the chest open to the right. From here, so we're going to challenge ourselves today. It is going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe floating the heels off the floor, coming onto the toes, and then sink the hips down towards the heel. Seeing if you can come into a little toe stand here. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the hips, heels sink back down. Hold your twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale through center. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Next, inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms back in line with the ears, chair pose. 1 breath here. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Stacking the shoulders on top of one another, really using your arms as leverage so the torso will twist more. Now again, you can stay here or inhale onto the toes. Exhale, maybe you're sinking the hips a little deeper down, coming into a toe stand. Squeeze the ankles. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the hips, heels sink. Come into your twist. One more breath. Inhale through center. Exhale, release and fold forward. Nice work. From here, you're going to tiptoe the feet out to about hip distance apart, or maybe even as wide as the mat, depending on how your hips are feeling today. We're going to come into Malasana, yoga squat. So toes out slightly, heels in. You're going to bend the knees and sink the hips down. Maybe bringing hands to heart center, or maybe keeping them on the floor, whatever feels best for your body. And if this pose absolutely does not work for you, you can just sit down and come into butterfly feet instead. So that's where the soles of the feet come together. Wherever you are, close the eyes. Feel the crown of the head pulling up to the ceiling as the tailbone drops towards the floor. Envision that you're creating more space in between each bone in your spine. So really lengthening out and lifting up. If the eyes are closed, begin to blink them back open. From here, I really want you to press through the feet. You're going to lift the hips up an inch. So we're no longer dumping into the joints. You're using the muscles around the joints to stabilize you. Then exhale, sink down. Again, so inhale, lift the hips up slightly. Exhale, down. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, amazing. Drop the hands behind you, sit the hips back. Feet hip distance apart, and then just tick-tock the knees from side to side. Release any tension in knees or hips. Once you come back through center, pause. You're going to extend the legs long down the mat, toes flex back to the face. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, reach the hands. So our goal is not to reach the feet. Wherever the hands drop, leave them there. We're going to come into a little cat and cow here. So you may be up here, and that's perfectly fine. Wherever you can reach, maybe the legs are even bent. Whatever's suitable for your body today. On your inhale, ground the hands down. You're going to pull the heart forward, lift the chin, lift the chest. On your exhale, press the floor away from you, chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, pull it forward. You're arching the spine. Exhale, you're rounding it the other way. Inhale into your cow pose. Exhale back into your cat. Now from here, inhale, come back forward. You're going to reach the hands for the outer edges. So you're crossing the hands, doesn't matter which one is over, and reaching for either the feet, the calves, or the quads, wherever you can reach on the body. So make sure you have that grip. First, we are going to release the right hand. So your right hand is going to shoot to the back of the room. Really grab onto that right leg and lift it up with the left hand. So coming into a nice twist here. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting from the waist. Maybe you're gazing to the right thumb. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Cross it over. So opposite side. This time we're going to release the left hand. Grasping onto your left leg wherever you can reach, sitting nice and tall. Flex all 10 toes back to the face. For 3. Lift a little higher. 2, 1. Inhale, lower. Cross it out. Bend both elbows out to either side. Get a little deeper into your fold. Release your hands, rolling yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Then from here, we're going to bend into that right leg. Cross the right foot over the left thigh. Flex the left toes back. You're going to take the left elbow outside of the right knee, creating a stop sign. Right hand comes behind the back like a second spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist, squeezing all the stale air out. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, float it back through center. Exhale in place, just hold the knee. Inhale. And then exhale, twist over to the left. Counter twist for the spine. Inhale, lift. And now from here, we're going to come into figure four legs. So right ankle on top of the left thigh, left toes flex back. If that's too intense, take it into tree legs instead. Your choice. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Really breathing into that right hip, trying not to hold on to any unnecessary tension. See if you can drop the shoulders down the back. Notice if you're clenching the jaw or bracing through the fingertips. Release any of those little subtleties that you don't really recognize as we're stretching. Next inhale, fingers are going to reach, coming back up. Exhale, hands down. Release the right leg and just shake it out. Opposite side here, bend the left knee in, cross that left foot over the right. Right toes are flexed back to the face. Right elbow outside the left knee, left hand behind the back, lengthen to sit tall. Exhale, twisting a little deeper, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale in place. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, bow down to the opposite side, release the spine. Inhale, lift it back up. And then from here, figure four or tree legs. Again, your option. Figure four, that left ankle's crossed over, or you're taking the left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh for tree legs. Whichever one, you're going to sit nice and tall. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, maybe hinging at the hips and folding forward to intensify the stretch slightly. Next inhale, fingertips reach forward, coming back up. Exhale, hands down beside you. Release that left leg and shake it out. From here, we're going to bend the knees in, taking the hands underneath the thighs. We're going to come up into Navasana, boat pose. So make sure you're in about the middle of your mat. We're going to lower onto the spine soon. Sit back onto the sit bones, float one foot, then maybe floating both. You can stay here with the hands underneath and you're supported, or reach the fingers, maybe extending the legs, coming into full Navasana. We're going to interlace the hands, point your fingers forward. Inhale, lift the fingers to the toes. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, really moving with your breath. We're going to go for 3 more. For 2. Last set. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower yourself down. Hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side, massaging the low back. Once you've had enough of that, release the feet down to the floor. We're going to come into a final twist here. So you're able to take whatever twist you would like. We're just going to open the arms out to the sides, palms facing upwards. We're dropping the legs over to the right side first. So you can either stay with the knees stacked on top of one another. You can come into eagle legs, figure 4 legs, anything or any way you want to close practice today. Just drop the knees to the right side and then gaze over to the left fingertips. Trying to ground more weight through the left shoulder. Closing the eyes here, allowing the body to become heavy, melting deeper into the ground beneath you. Next, inhale, engage the core, float the legs back through center, and then exhale, just drop them to the opposite side. Make sure you take the same leg variation you did on the first side, just so the body's balanced, and then gaze over to those right fingertips. Inhale, engaging the core, float the legs back through center. Exhale, release the feet to the mat and allow the knees to drop out to either side, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. You're laying down, bound ankle pose. Palms can either come to the hips or just rested on the mat, palms upward, or maybe even cactus arms. Again, take the option that feels best for you. Resting here for a few more breaths, opening up the inner thighs and the hips. Now you can stay here as this pose can be your Shavasana. Or if you want to come into full Shavasana, bring the knees back together, extend the legs out, palms facing upward, and allow the body to come into complete stillness. Release any sort of breath control. Let go of anything that may be holding you down. Really focus on how you're feeling. And all the benefits of your practice today. You can stay here as long as you would like. Whenever you are ready to come out of stillness, begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle out the wrists and ankles. Gently rock the head from side to side. And on your next inhale, reach arms overhead, point the toes, take a full body stretch. Exhale, sigh it out. Keeping arms overhead, bending the knees in, place the feet onto the mat. One arm remains over your head, other hand is going to come to the belly. Rolling onto one side of the body, using your extended arm as a pillow. Take the other palm, place down on the floor in front of the belly. Next inhale, bring yourself up to seated, facing the front. Coming to any comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. Palms can either rest on the knees or draw hands to heart center. Thank you all for sharing your time and energy with me. Namaste. All right, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed and have a great rest of your day. See you later.